On Global TV News Prime, federal government moved to immortalize late Niger State lawmaker. In business, federal government raises concern over $300 billion crude losses. On the foreign scene, Zohar Mamdani wins New York mayoral race. And in sport, Abbey Rangers FC seal ground-breaking partnership for grassroots development in Nigeria. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Prime on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Mukhtar Kasim. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV, channel 365, and on StarTimes, channel 276. And now, the news and details. The Nigerian Senate has urged the federal government to immortalize former Niger State lawmaker Senator Ibrahim Kotongora, who died on August 7, 2025 in Abuja, by naming a federal institution or public monument in his honor. Kotongora, who represents Niger North in the Senate between 2011 and 2015, was widely regarded as a grassroots politician and an advocate for rural development during his tenure. His contributions to legislative debate, especially on agriculture and infrastructure financing, earned him respect among colleagues and constituents alike. The motion to immortalize him was moved by Senator Abubakar Bello, Niger North, who highlighted Kotongora's service and influence in the political landscape of Niger State. In the meantime, there was heated debate in the House of Representatives today as lawmakers tackled the lingering non-payment of local contractors and the slow implementation of the 2024-2025 budget. The issue raised as a matter of urgent public importance by Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda and seconded by the Chairman, Rules and Business, Francis Wave, dominated plenary, culminating in a 7-day ultimatum to the executive. Global TV's parliamentary correspondent, Aniete Patrick, reports.
The House of Representatives resumes plenary to the echoes of protests from local contractors gathered at the National Assembly gate. The contractors say they have completed projects since 2024 but have not been paid. Inside the chamber, Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda moved the motion citing the non-implementation of the 2024 to 2025 budget and non-payment of contractors, stressing that several promises from the Ministries of Finance and Budget have not been fulfilled despite presidential directive. Chinda reminded lawmakers that a high-level committee meeting led by the Deputy Speaker had extracted commitments from the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Budget, and the Accountant General, commitments that remained unimplemented. He warned that the hardships created by the delayed payments are worsening poverty and fueling tension across the country. The motion, considered under Order 8 Rule 5, sought a firm resolution directing key financial agencies to clear all outstanding payments within 7 days and immediately accelerate implementation of the 2025 budget.
Consequently, the House is urged to resolve that the Minister of Finance, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, and the Accountant General of the country be given 7 days to make the aforesaid payments of all outstanding bills.
The motion drew wide support. It was seconded by Francis Waife, Chairman of the Rules and Business Committee, and overwhelmingly adopted after multiple voice votes. The House also mandated its leadership to monitor compliance and report back within 1 week for what the Speaker described as further drastic legislative action if the executive fails to act.
The contractors promise that during this 1 week we will continue to demonstrate make this policy conducive for us and inaccessible.
As the session wound down, Kabiru Amadu moved the traditional motion for adjournment, noting that the delays in budget implementation were at the heart of the tensions witnessed both inside and outside the chamber.
Sitting for plenary should adjourn for 1 week. After 1 week, when we hear from the side of the executive about this issue of non-payment and implementation of the
The House has now issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Ministries of Finance and Budget, as well as the Accountant General, to pay all outstanding contractor debts and hasten the 2025 budget rollout. The leadership is expected to brief lawmakers next week on compliance. From the National Assembly, Annie T. Patrick reporting for Global TV News.
Where Governor Hyacinth Alia has flagged off the second phase of the federal government's Renewed Hope Empowerment Program for women aimed at boosting livelihoods and supporting survivors of gender-based violence. Felicity Ndere reports.
The launch, held at the Pauline Maka Center in Makurdi, marks another step in the federal government's effort to empower women through the distribution of cash, food and non-food items.
Brought rice, which we collected some, but we still have 400 of the bags. Some are displayed here.
Represented by the State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Teresa Ikwe, Governor Alia commended the initiative under the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, describing it as a lifeline for women engaged in agriculture and small-scale businesses.
100 farmers dead, 500,000 each. 20 of them, and she gave 10. And we are going to give the remaining people today. She also brought machines for survivors of GBV. She also brought for us today some bales of clothes. They are here before us, which we shall be taking to IDPs and our motherless baby homes.
Other speakers, including the state coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative and special advisor to the Governor on Women Affairs, Scholastica Bemso, and the APC women leader, Helena Gagbe, highlighted the positive impact of the program on women's economic independence.
These items that you see here today is just a continuation of what was. The Honorable Minister of Women Affairs came to the state, if you remember that period. And when she came, she brought these items that you see. This is just a little display. There are others that are kept behind us. This government is one that deals transparently. And I want to say that please, if you do not understand something, ask and get clarity so that we don't spread or propagate wrong information. What is always given for the good people of Benue State. So whatever it is that is for the masses, we give.
Some beneficiaries expressed appreciation for the gesture and promised to utilize the support to grow their farms and businesses.
Women are crying everywhere before, but now the cry has stopped. The cry has stopped. Just because of you. You was there, but we didn't know that someone is there for us, we women in Benue State. It's now that governor, our good governor of Benue State, dip in and bring you out. And you are the right person in that office.
I so much appreciate the money given to me. I'm a farmer, right? And I'm going to spend the money on my farm. And I just want to say thank you to our governor, Alias. I want to appreciate for the efforts. Thank everyone.
The items distributed, which include rice, cash and wrappers, were shared among women across the state, irrespective of political affiliation. Felicity Ndere reporting for Global Television News.
Back here in Abuja, Global Television's Anita Patrick has been named second runner-up in the television category of the 9th OFAB Nigeria Media Awards 2025, earning national recognition for excellence in agricultural biotechnology reporting. The award celebrates outstanding journalists shaping public understanding of science and innovation in Nigeria. Our correspondent, Uyi Agbomofuegbe, reports.
The 2025 Open Forum for Agricultural Biotechnology OFAB Media Award and Gala Night has reaffirmed OFAB's commitment to working with media houses and with regulatory partners to ensure that scientific data and farmers' experiences are accessible, understandable, and verifiable. The national newspaper reporter Juliana Agbo emerged overall best at the 9th Open Forum on Agricultural Biotechnology OFAB Nigeria's Media Awards, but it was also a proud moment for Global Television. Global TV's Anita Patrick was pronounced second runner-up in the TV category, honored for impactful storytelling and accurate reporting on agricultural biotechnology, a field that continues to influence food security, innovation, and national development. The OFAB Awards spotlights excellence across print, radio, and television. This year, the nation's Juliana Agbo clinched the overall award after topping all three categories for her consistent contribution to science and biotechnology journalism.
First time, and I'm so excited. It came as a shock that I became second runner-up, and I hope that it has stirred me up to do more. And next year, I'm coming back again. I just want to be like my friend who won 750,000. Wow!
This award is not just personal to me, but also to the farmers, the scientists, and the policy makers.
Director General of the National Biotechnology Research and Development Agency, Professor Abdullahi Mustafa, commended journalists for promoting factual, research-based reporting. He said their work plays a critical role in helping Nigerians better understand agricultural biotechnology and the opportunities it offers for development.
I urge you to continue to seek out these first-hand accounts, to hold the line of accuracy, and to probe both success and risks with an even-handed spirit.
In her remarks, the Director General, Agricultural Biotechnology at the agency, Dr. Rose Gidado, noted that since inception, OFAB Nigeria has stood out as a beacon of science-based advocacy, bridging the gap between innovative laboratory discoveries and the lives of everyday farmers.
Since OFAB's inception, of course, Nigeria has stood as a beacon of science-based advocacy, bridging the gap between innovative laboratory discoveries and the lives of everyday farmers.
Meanwhile, the Niger State Governor, Umar Bago, who was awarded, represented by the lawmaker from Niger State, representing Bida, Kacha, Bako Federal Constituency, Seidu Abdullahi, acknowledged OFAB's contribution to food security, reaffirming the state's commitment to deepening farmers' understanding of biotechnology.
I think what is really needed in the agricultural sector is for us to be able to enhance productivity.
The awards, which started 9 years ago, recognize excellence in journalism with responsibility according to agency in an age of rapid information flows and social media amplification. The need for credible, contextualized reporting has never been greater. Uyi Agbomofwegbe, reporting for Global TV News.
The Nigerian Senate is preparing for a heated debate following controversial comments by United States President Donald Trump alleging a Christian genocide in Nigeria. Lawmakers say the issue is too sensitive to ignore, but must be handled with caution. National Assembly correspondent Aniete Patrick reports.
The upper chamber has signaled its intention to address the comments credited to U.S. President Donald Trump, claiming that Christians are being targeted in Nigeria. During plenary, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, said the Senate will wait for the federal government to issue its official position before making any pronouncements.
This time, the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump, and that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump. And all Nigerians are doing their best in that direction. But who is that person that will go and ascribe a comment to the Senate President when he was never met?
Akpabio stressed that he is not in a position to personally respond to Trump, describing the statement as one with many diplomatic implications. He also cautioned that Nigeria's security challenges must be understood from multiple perspectives, noting the importance of unity in a country that as diverse as Nigeria. His remarks, however, drew a swift reaction from his deputy.
I'm coming. Don't be scared. I can see.
I said
I'm not scared of Trump. I will say my mind.
President or a country be scared?
I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. I'm a parliamentarian. I'm a deputy the president. I can speak on behalf of Nigeria. I'm not scared of Trump.
But do not allow others to speak for you.
Don't be scared of Trump.
Get
you
something.
can say your mind
Get
about
something.
Trump.
Get something.
We are a sovereign nation.
But get something. Don't allow people to ascribe what you did not say to you.
Did you wrong, but you didn't say it? That's correct. You didn't say it.
Yes.
But what
what I'm saying
say,
is that
you shouldn't be scared of saying anything.
No, if you want me to say it now, I will try to say.
We are not scared of Trump.
I will say, but then listen.
We are a sovereign nation. We are not scared of Trump.
I can only say what is discussed.
And he's saying lies about our country. What he's saying about our country is not correct. And we have the right to dispute what he said.
As the chamber prepares for a full debate, the issue is already stirring conversations on Nigeria's international image, religious tensions, and the responsibility of public officials in shaping national narratives. The Senate is expected to take up the matter once the federal government communicates its official stance. From the National Assembly, Annie T. Patrick, reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Prime. When News Prime returns, Zohran Mamdani wins mayoral race. Details coming shortly, plus business and sports stories. On the other side of this break, please stay with us. You're welcome back from that break, and now to business news, where indigenous contractors across Nigeria have taken to the streets of Abuja to protest non-payment of funds owed to them by the federal government. Ramsey Enoch Agbo has the details.
It was a tense atmosphere in Abuja as members of the Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria staged a peaceful protest over the non-payment of monies owed to them for various government projects executed across the country. The chairman of the association expressed disappointment over the government's failed promise since 2024. He lamented that most of the contractors are in deep financial distress because of the loans taken to execute this contract.
The budget that Mr. President signed into law, the appropriation budget to 2024, all MDAs, ministry, agencies and all that we did job for, and they've commissioned most of these projects, and contractor that they've paid is not up to 15 or 20% as we speak. And most of us borrowed money, funds from different financial institutions, different banks. Even there are some of our friends that came from US, UK and all that, that has credit facilities in those countries. Now they can't even go back. Their integrity is eroded.
Some of the protesting contractors also spoke to Global TV News, narrating how the prolonged non-payment has affected their operations and livelihoods.
As soon as our payment we get our payment, what are we doing on the streets? And we will continue to demand for our money. We have tried. One of our members yesterday was supposed to be in the protests. He was held in the police station all through because of the payment that he's supposed to make to his debtor. Up to now, we are still having issues. One of our members fainted yesterday while going back home because we could not get results. Now he's in the hospital. So we will continue being on the streets until the government hired us.
Another contractor said their staff have gone months without salaries. Therefore, many companies are on the verge of collapse.
Presently now, I've retrenched. I've been trying to pay for over 8 months. I've been paying my workers, borrowing money from different sources. But I've retrenched all my workers. At least I've retrenched about 6 of them. I have 8 workers. I just have 2 presently working for me. And by the end of this month, if we don't get our payment, most of them will still go.
The cry is coming as a result of the loan taken by some of these contractors who are unable to pay these loans because the federal government have not paid them. And they are now running helter-skelter to see that this money is being paid. Ramsey Enoch Agbo reporting for Global TV News.
The Senate received the interim report of its ad hoc committee investigating crude oil theft in the Niger Delta, amidst fresh concern that Nigeria may have lost more than $300 billion in unaccounted crude proceeds over the years due to alleged collusion, poor infrastructure, and
in her address, the National
Committee chaired by Senator Ned Nwoko was set up earlier this year to probe the persistent theft of crude oil, bunkering operations, illegal export networks, and alleged compromises with regulatory and security systems, a crisis long blamed for dwindling production and Nigeria's failure to meet its OPEC output quota. Presenting the interim findings, Nwoko disclosed that the committee uncovered systemic irregularities, poor measurement standards, and weak enforcement across the petroleum value chain. The report further advised the federal government to equip security agencies with modern surveillance technologies, including unmanned aerial vehicles to monitor pipelines and export routes. And now to news making rounds on the foreign scene. New Yorkers have elected leftist Zohran Mamdani as their next mayor, while Democrats won two key state governor races, sending an early warning signal to Republican President Donald Trump ahead of the 2026 midterms. The clean sweep among several ballots nationwide has boosted morale among Democrats, bruised by Trump's return to the White House, setting alarm bells ringing among Republican circles. Zarahu Nasir completes the report.
Mamdani, 34, is the city's fourth Muslim mayor and the youngest to serve in more than a century. The Democratic Socialist victory came in the face of fierce attacks on his policies and his Muslim heritage from business elites, conservative media, commentators, and Trump himself.
I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City. And that is because of you. The dreams we've dreamt together become the agenda we deliver together.
The mayor-elect has a message for a political foe, Republican President Donald Trump, who had vowed to correspondent to New York City if Mamdani won the mayoral election.
Whether you are an immigrant, a member of the trans community, one of the many black women that Donald Trump has fired from a federal job. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Mamdani now looks forward to one more historical event, having emerged victorious at the polls. Zahra Unasr, reporting for Global TV News.
And now talking sport. The Lagos State Sports Commission has unveiled a groundbreaking partnership with Abia Rangers Football Club, a renowned community football institution in the United Kingdom, marking a new era in grassroots football development in Nigeria. Under this strategic alliance, Abia Rangers FC will collaborate with the Lagos State Sports Commission to implement a robust 7-pillar framework focused on talent development, coaching enhancement, sports science, community engagement, policy support, resource mobilization, and infrastructure growth. Speaking at the official unveiling, Director General of the Lagos State Sports Commission, Lekon Fatodun, described the partnership as a landmark step in Lagos' mission to build a sustainable and inclusive sport ecosystem in Nigeria. As Global TV News Prime comes to an end, here is a recap of our top stories. The Senate urged the federal government to immortalize former Niger North lawmaker Senator Ibrahim Kotongora, who died on August 7, 2025 in Abuja, by naming a federal institution or public monument in his honor. In business, the Senate received interim reports of its ad hoc committee investigating crude oil theft in the Niger Delta amidst fresh concern that Nigeria may lose more than 300 billion in unaccounted crude proceeds over the years due to alleged collusion, poor infrastructure, and entrenched sabotage network. On the foreign scene, New Yorkers have elected leftist Zohran Mamdani as their next mayor, while Democrats won two key state governor races, sending an early warning sign to Republican President Donald Trump ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. And in sports, the Lagos State Sports Commission has unveiled a groundbreaking partnership with Abia Rangers Football Club, a renowned football community institution in the United Kingdom, marking a new era in grassroots football development in Nigeria. And that's it on Global TV News Prime. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV, Channel 365, and on StarTime, Channels 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using our Global TV NG. I am Mukhtar Kasim. saying have a lovely night rest.